What's going on, traders? Who's ready to get live trading started? Guess what? Money Mitch is back, and you know what I'm ready for? Ready to do what I do best, baby. Get after it. There's a reason why they call me Money Mitch, and I'm going to tell you guys about a swing trade that I put on before I left and didn't even worry about it on my birthday and coming back into the green. Let's find out what that is right here on Live Trading with Benzinga.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
What up out there, traders? How we doing? Let's get into the trading action. We're looking good today. Not bad day to start it off, and I'll show you guys exactly what I was talking about. Let's take a look at my Valero trade, best trade of the swings right now. I got MOS also on, and that's up a decent amount, nothing big. We'll see what happens with MOS today, but look at Valero. This is where I grabbed it, and look how tight I had left this stop loss. I had added in on this position. I said, you know what? I'm going to swing it. My birthday, I didn't want to stress about it too much, but I said I'm going to take my shot in Valero that oil's going to come back up, and boom, nice little rip there towards 132.76. I got this at 128.25 with 50 shares. We're up a decent amount now, up to over 200 on the name. So I'm going to go ahead and take some off here. You know, we've been kind of hanging around, and I think we might get another rip here, but I want to make sure that at least we secure some profits here. So let's go ahead and take like half of this off, and then we can let the remainder continue to work and look to see if we can make maybe 200, 300 with just that remaining amount. So right now I'll just try to get some out here in between the spread. Let's say I'll try to do that 132. I'm willing to do that 132. That's going to help me out a little bit there. 132. Let's go ahead. Let's put out that limit, and we'll have that sitting there at the open to see if we get hit and take some profits off. MOS, of course, that's the other stock that I have, and you guys can see this is actually looking pretty good. Yesterday's price action had it up all the way up to 37.67. So there we'd be up about a full point. So that would be like $120. We're going to look to try to see this continue up. Of course, we won't let it go through our entry. If we do get a little pullback, I'm okay below 37s, just not through, let's say, 37.70. Let's keep going. If you guys have stocks you guys are going to watch today, please let me know, because the truth is I missed out on a lot of these smaller names, and I'm not the biggest stock trader when it comes to these penny names or cheaper names. So you guys out there, what are you guys seeing? It's time to catch up with you guys. Solo today. Yes, I am, Jesse. As Ryan's been holding it down for me, so I'm holding it down for Ryan today. Like always, guys, can we max out the likes for the man's birthday gift? Oh, yes. If you guys want to give me a birthday gift, that's an easy one. Let's break the records on likes. I won't be mad, right? All right, let's get after it, team. How we doing? Ryan, nice trade on the oil already this morning. Yeah, it's doing great there. Is that a gray hair? No, never. Come on, man. I know I'm if you guys don't know it, I'm a young 33, let's say that much. I know that I might not even look 33, but I'm trying to keep it young, man. I'm trying to stay in the 20s, at least until I get to like 40, and then someone can tell me that I'm a 30-year-old, but we'll find out. All right, run up 5% pre-market. Nice mention there, William. I haven't seen you, Alfonso. It's good to see you out there. Market Sniper, what's up out there? A lot of moves in solar. Yeah, solar's been rocketing. How's that Max N? I remember I was trying to trade this just recently, and this actually has pulled back a decent amount. This is actually one that I maybe take a look at today. Of course, Run is always one that kind of gets going. SPWR is one that took a hit yesterday. What happened with that, guys? Does anyone know what happened with SPWR? I'm going to have to rely on you guys a little bit today. Of course, catching up with the market, but what happened with this takedown in SunPower? That was a quick takedown. I was wondering if this was going to get going, but definitely took a takedown move. Array Technologies. That looks interesting. Nice little gap on that one. So I'm looking using my charting to the right to try to find some names here. This actually doesn't look too bad here. Maybe for kind of 19 recovery today, going back to 20. We'll see what happens on that one. Actually, let's set an alert there. Let's set an alert at 1910s. If this starts to get going, I'll let you guys know in Array. All right, guys, show me the oil. Show me the stocks. What do you guys want to take a look at? Keep throwing up tickers. I will keep it running here, guys. All right, so let's go to Mara. And we got about 3 minutes for the bell. And once the bell rings, I can, bring up different stocks. And holy Mara. Holy Mara. Jonathan Cooper, what has been going on here? I remember when I was trying to trade it down here. You guys see these lines drawn. Look at the reaction. Look at the volume. Volume, my friend. Volume speaks volumes. Haha, pun intended. But yeah, definitely a big rip there. Already pretty high, guys. Trading up at 2062. So you got to be careful with this, guys. Mara loves to do these kind of little wipeout moves to the downside. So I would personally be staying away from this as a day trade. If I had this as a swing trade, I can continue to ride it, but it's pretty extended to try to get this on a day trade action. So if you are going after it, like always, just know your levels. I would want it to start holding hourly supports. So you can see here with kind of how you kind of held this kind of support here. You came back to it, then you came up, then you came back to it, you closed above, then you came back to that resistance, held it as support. Same thing that I'd want to start happening over here. So if it could come back to this and hold there, right, and it already has done that, which was that 2035 move just recently towards 2030s, 2040s. If that could hold, you're looking good. If that turns, that's where I get a little bit careful that this could be a little bit of a pullback. And SMCI, guys, you guys remember me talking about that one, and I was trying to grab that one for a swing because I felt like this was a laggard technology name that could really get going. And look at that in 2 days. It's just ripping, guys. So be careful out there. Let's keep these names going. I see BNC mentioned there. I don't have that one, so let's keep going. ILCB. I can take a look at that one. What's this? Interesting chart. Oh, and Wisdom out there. I got to give you the shout out, man. You were all about the shipping stocks, and look at right now what's going on in the shippers. This could really start getting hot, guys. I'm going to be looking for Zim, especially. I could take a shot on this, guys. Yesterday, this was up pretty good amount, up there towards almost 11. I'm going to be watching this to see if this could recover back to 10 today. And then I'm also watching SBulk. SBLK. I remember I was trying to grab this just the other day. So we'll see what happens with the shippers and smaller names. Keep throwing them up, team. I'm going to try to catch them while the stream's going here. NIO, a firm being mentioned in the chat. There's a lot of names out there. Volume speaks volumes. True that. Appreciate the love out there, team. Carvana mentioned by Larry. I'll take a look at Carvana. We'll see what happens. Appreciate the love. Move. What's going on out there, team? New to Robinhood, 3 others today. I'm going to rip up 5 million floats. Sing. I'll take a look at that. We'll see what happens, man. It's good to see you out there, Michael. Pinkies up, guys. Look at my cup today, guys. I got to show this cup a little bit more later, but it has like different dogs. We'll talk a little bit about that. You know, I like to get distracted. Let's get after it, team. Zim with a little quick pullback there. But, man, MOS with a big push up here, at least opening up at a good level there. We'll see what happens. I'm going to take some profits on this in just a little bit. Valero not opening up as high there, not giving me that fill. So I'm going to be looking to probably take some profits here in just a second. If I can get the smallest little bounce back here towards this 132.04s, I'll look to try to take some off. Hendricks, come on. All right, let's see what else is moving out there. Just out the gates right here with my scanner over here, I'm seeing consumer cyclical moving higher. So Amazon, Tesla getting a nice little lift there. We'll continue to watch to see if any other names are going down. Lowe's is coming down about 1%. Seeing the defensive names starting to push higher. Walmart was one name that I had just recently that stopped me out. And now Walmart continuing to lift higher. Man, that's a frustrating one. that's one that I'll continue to watch to see if this can go higher today. There's Valero giving me some nice profits there, taking about like $90 off. We'll see if that can continue to work. MOS now continuing to work higher. This is going to be something that I'll want to take some profits on in just a second there. So let's go ahead. Let's try to set some up here. I'm going to set up to sell half in just a second. We're getting nice rips higher. So let's see if we can get up there. Let's go towards the 1 hour chart, see where the resistance is. Right around this 3760s. Can maybe get up to 38s today, even if it really starts to drive. This actually looks really good here, guys. I'm gonna actually try to let this ride towards like 3780s here. Take some out there and then just continue to let this ride for the day. All right, so let's see if I can get some out there. All right, I put some out to sell a little bit on that rip, looking for the push towards 38 today. And I'm going to sell this other kind of sell here. Boom. There we go. Let's let this continue to work. All right, so now we're looking good. Can just let these trades go. Got to go look for some smaller names, guys. If you guys see those smaller names, let me know. SoFi ripping. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look there. SoFi trying to get through 10, then pulling back. See if this one can start moving today. Also going to be keeping an eye on ARKK to try to find what is moving strong today. And maybe some of these smaller plays, we can catch them. Square taking another lift. So maybe Toast continuing and then PayPal. How's PayPal been doing lately? Ooh, nice little lift there in PayPal, right? And this had been on a little bit of a pullback. Square continuing today. So I'm going to look for a PayPal pullback here. Doesn't look too bad here. Let's see if I can get a little bit of a pullback. VWAP towards 62.14. Let's see if we can get back towards those levels. $62.14, looking for that. Might get it right here. Put an order out at 62.20s here. Let's go a little lower. Let's go 18 with the first buy. Let's go down there towards 62.08. All right, so now I could play with this a little bit here. Looking for a little bit of a pullback here on PayPal, a little bit further, and then I'll try to join the party there on PayPal. Taking a look at the Qs. The Qs are still looking good here. AMD kind of leading there. ENPH doing really, really well. Lucid moving higher, 1.4%. PayPal on that list. That's why I'm trying to get after a name like that. Now we're starting to get a little pullback in the Qs. Hopefully this could give me a little bit further pullback in PayPal. ZS getting a nice little lift off. Tesla strong, 255. Looking around, Workday doing pretty well. Let's also go to IWM and try to catch some of these smaller names. IWM really pushing strong. EIGR up about 20%. So looking around to see what names here actually make sense. KOD showing up. Oh, man, the Kodak Sciences. We'll see if that really starts moving. What else do I got in these smaller Pennyland names? CGen. Nice little lift off there to 232. What are you guys taking a look at? CGen halted. There's Robin talking about it. Square ripping because Kathy Wood sold. Yes. It's always good to see Kathy sell out some, right? 4C possible run to 5. Okay. I see you guys out there. CSIQ. Another bad one to mention there. The Canadian solar name by Ryan. Shout out to my boy Ryan out there if you're listening, and definitely hit the like, guys. We got over 425 of you guys here. We're going to get after some smaller names. CGen is halted. I'm looking around for some smaller names also. CIFR doing a pretty decent move here to 360s. Run doing pretty good there. WLF Wolf. Don't know this one, but let me go ahead and kind of zoom back a little bit. I'm a little bit too zoomed in. This one actually not looking too bad here. Did a pretty decent day yesterday, but I don't think this will have enough move there. Affirm. What's going on there? We're getting another run in Affirm. Chewy's been hot as of late. We'll see if that keeps running. That is running there. Upstart. That's another one that I'd keep an eye out for if it really wants to get going. It's not a bad move. It's just started 48.80s up there to 48.70s. So big little push there. We'll see if this can keep pushing, but upstart, nice little lift there. SPWR coming back. I talked about that one today. We'll see how that one gets going here. Carvana mentioned in the chat earlier. That has just a pullback to 58, now getting hot. That actually doesn't look too bad here on Carvana with a nice little bounce. Opens another one that could keep pushing higher. That one's actually looking not bad there. Nice little VWAP bounce there. SoFi trying to get back there into the 990s. We'll see if it gets back to 10. All right, getting back towards my trading action, trying to find a trade here. Looking around, PayPal still not coming back enough, guys. PayPal, I had some orders out there looking for the pullback, but that just took off there, guys. So no pullback buys there. Going to look around. Going to go probably to some of these smaller names in just a second. I don't mind trading these. Just looking for some pullback. The CIFR, probably one of the best ones right now that I'm seeing. ARM pulling back in Riot. All right. If you're poor, sir, then I'm sorry, man. You got to go make the money. Unfortunately, I can't just give out the dollars. Did you see the money on, did you see the news on Nikola? SS Trades, we will talk about Nikola. Don't worry. And 4 years? Come on, you're kidding me. Upwork is in a key area for a breakout. Look at trade to pool coming in with the help out. Let's take a look there. Upwork. All right. This is actually not a bad one to keep an eye out for. Oh, I like the pattern there. It's interesting stock there, man. Not a bad one to watch. Let's see. All right, so yesterday's resistance, like a 1555 touch. Doesn't look too bad there. AMD to 142, man. If I only would have listened to myself that AMD would outperform NVIDIA for the rest of the year and taken that bet, that would have done well. Intel was the other name that I gave. Could Intel make another step up, maybe through 46 here? Actually doesn't look too bad at all, man. I'm looking for a little bit of a quick pullback here, but this might just break 46 right now. Intel not looking bad at all for that 46 break. See if we can get a little quick pullback to 45.80s, maybe even slightly below. This has been kind of really setting up off the support being around 45.55. There we go. MOS doing pretty good now, above 100 on that. ARM setting up there, nice supports. Very similar chart of Intel is like ARM. So I know that some people were talking about that. Support up to 68.92s, trying to get through the 70 support resistance. That's kind of your next step up. Looking to see if Intel can pull back here, but no pullback yet. All right, let's take a look. What else is still staying strong? I see cyclicals strong. What's leading here? Leading is basic materials, technology, and consumer cyclical names. Hendricks, lay down. Gambling stocks doing well, man. The DraftKings continuing. DraftKings with a nice little red to green here. Doesn't look too bad. Has pulled back recently. Trying to catch a little bit of a bounce here. Is DraftKings off the 35s. RSI showing up, having a decent day there. That's a smaller name. Footwear and accessory stocks looking at on having a decent start of the day here. This looks like it could really start to push too. So keep your eyes. Man, Nike's just been tearing it up. I remember I was looking at Nike at 100. It's 122. Crocs hasn't gotten going for the season. And it's starting to have a decent day right now. So this actually doesn't look too bad. Crocs. Look at Intel continuing. Just the strength in this market is ridiculous. I can't get anything on the pullbacks, but I haven't played Crocs in a while and it has been weak. This one actually might get going today. Don't mind it. Let's see if we can get a move back down below 105 here. And I can start getting in this one. Look for a little bit of a push back to 107. Crocs are bought in Christmas time, man. This looks like a little bit of a nice little pullback opportunity. It's pulled back for like pretty much 2 days. Doesn't look too bad. It was up yesterday. Just need a slight little pullback here. Below the 105s is what I'm looking for. All right, what do you guys got out there, team? Stocks are new housing market. Prices getting out of control. Oh, for sure. Get ready. Prices are just starting to get out of control, man. ESPR, Becca. All right. Let me see if I can just put out an order for Crocs here on the pullback. All right, putting out an order for a little bit of some pullback buy action. We'll see if I do get filled on Crocs. Let's see what else I can find here. ESPR. Oh, we're going to do some Christmas music today, guys. This is going to be one of those days. Trying to find that move. That actually doesn't look too bad, that ESPR, Becca. At least continuing, right? That CGen, did that already open up? Yeah, that opened up, starting to come back down. What's up with this CGen? This looks like a little bit of a trap here on CGen. It's a biotech, though. All right, guys, it's trying to pull back here, trying to hold the 211s. We'll see if the CGen holds and then starts making a move. So volume there. I mean, there's volume. It halted on the downside, so we'll see when it reopens. Wolf continuing to the upside. CIFR trying to pull back there. PCT. That was mentioned in the chat, I think. Yeah, Ryan won't be here, Carmen. Ryan is taking a little bit of a day off, so he'll be back tomorrow, though. What to do with Array? Let's take a look at Array. Man, these stocks are strong there. Array, nice little pullback to 1840s. Doesn't look too bad. Solar is having a decent day. Maybe it's getting bought up on the support there, 1807s. Let's see here with Array. All right, let's take a look at it. Doesn't look too bad there on Array. Just needs to kind of hold the 1 hour pullback. I think it's trying to do this 1 hour pullback and then reversal back. See this, the 1 hour right here. It's trying to hold in this support. Doesn't look too bad to start catching the bid. Should kind of like it here, man. Should go long it. Maybe one more down attempt, and then I'm going to go for something like that. I kind of like Array there. Let's make sure we do an alert here to get alerted when we start to go higher. MSOS. MOS, trying to see that start to push there. Maybe something in that industry. CF. It's one I can look at. Yeah, this actually doesn't look too bad today. CF here. I'm going to take a little bit of a swing trade on this. Just give me a second here, guys. Oof, that jumped a little bit too much there. But I'll just do a little bit of a swing trade on that. All right, guys, I'm just going to remove myself for a second, but I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, team. Like always, we got a lot more for you guys right here, guys. All right. Came back after. There's a Ray already signaling. All right, let's go after a Ray. All right, how's the Qs looking here? Still staying strong there. SPY is moving up. Seeing silver move strong today. Gold in the strength today. That's interesting to see that. GLD with a nice little takeoff, trying to get through 18 right now. This has been strong today, definitely. Coal stocks trying to get strong. BTU gonna give me a nice little move sometime? I don't know, man, but coal? What's up with coal? CEIX coming down. AMR has been staying hot. METC doing pretty decent on the day. Coal. See what happens there. OCF. Valero still doing well there. Affirm pushing strong there. Makes me feel good about the Carvana poly trade there. So CVNA doesn't look too bad to get the next rip up. Man, that thing's been strong as of late. Anything like that could really kind of catching fire. Even that Upwork, not looking too bad here on the pullback here. Let's go take a look at that Upwork. I know Gil was giving us that one. All right, so maybe 1580s here, but I think I might have to step up here in the 1587s. Yeah, gonna have to step up here. All right, guys, stepping up here. Just took a little bit there at the 1590s. Want to add more on the pullback, but looking for a push towards 16 and a slightly above here on Upwork. Can we really start moving? Next levels to watch for me going to be a push to like 1650s. So I see about 50 cents, 60 cents on the upside here. All right, what else do you guys got in the comments? BTC breaking down. Cat upski. Mitch, that X gave it to us while you were away. Oh, did it give it to us? Yeah, man. X, man. Sounds like some swanky party music. No worries. We can do some real kind of let's go. Let's get after it here. Oh, but I don't want ads. Hold on a second. Let me fix this. Nova going higher, man. Nova looking good, guys. That's of course solar. So Array. Man, struggling is Array, but I think it's going to finally get going here. Might make a little bottom attempt towards 1825s here. Array Technologies. Just not getting the love is that one, you know. It's interesting, but just it really isn't getting the love. Maxen starting to make a little bit of a move. We talked about I could maybe look for that one. I kind of like that one. That one's actually starting to lift above 6 and holding 6 on pullbacks here. So let's see if we can get a little bit of a pullback on that one. That one's more like a scalp city kind of stock. All right, so let's see if we can get a pullback here to like 617, 615s here for Maxen. Array, I'm looking for like a buy in like 1830s. CIFR pulling back to 364s. How's those smaller names, guys? Anybody sees a big mover? Let me know. Slow start today, says Market Sniper. I feel it. All right, let's get some tunes on here. We're going to do some Christmas tunes. All right, all right. Oh, this one wasn't too bad. All right, team. All right. Let me know if it gets too loud out there. Let me know if you guys can even hear this. All right, we'll leave it there for now. Let me know if you guys can hear that. And then let me know if I should lower it a little bit. All right, CIFR had news yesterday, Jonathan Cooper. Okay. Let's go. Let's see that hourly. Hourly's holding pretty well too. 354 seems to be holding. It's like one that like might want to get a nice little run here. Up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2, up 3, down 3. Should start rocking here. I'm going to try to get in this one, guys. All right, guys, this took a little bit there. 200 shares of CIFR, smaller name here. And I'm also going to be trying to get some Maxen on that pullback. Be looking to get Maxen on pullbacks here. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's put out some orders here. All right, setting up for that. Trying to take some trades here, guys. Upwork too, pulling back a little bit on me. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a little bit more here of Upwork. All right, put a little ad out there for that. All right, let's go back to CIFR as it's pulling back a little bit here into the 60s. All right, just added a little bit more. Looking for a little bit of a VWAP touch here. Small name, small price, but just as nice. ASM, wake up time. All right, can't hear a thing. All right. Let's see if you guys can hear it now. Let me know if you guys can hear that. Let me look here. Just got to look at my Go XLR. Woo! Quick little pullback in that CFIR. CIFR. All right, coming down a little bit now. Got about 664s. Just got to set my complete risk here. Let's risk about 88. All right, let me get back to trying to figure this out right quick. All right. All right, we'll do it another way here. All right, sorry guys, just trying to focus in here on this trade, and then also I'll get the music on in just a second here. Let's see what's going on with it. There you go, starting to turn back around to the 360s here. Max N also bouncing a little bit there. No fills on that Max N. See if I get a fill when it starts to pull back there. Upwork now filling me on pullback there. Got about 400 of Upwork. Got to set the risk here. Let's go back to CIFR. All right, so now we got an up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2, up 3, down 3. We shouldn't crack that 356 now. See if we can keep that 356 here and then start getting back above the 374s and continuing. I'm adding a little bit here at 360s. Trying to get this boy going. Let's hear some reggae. They don't got the Christmas reggae yet. Normally I can get this to go in easily. Sorry guys, it's just been a little bit of a pain today. You see? I'm even having to fix things. All right, let's get after it. There it is. There's a nice little pop. All right, guys, just adding to that 366. Now got about 1,000 there. Now just popped there to 366. Pullbacks at 362s. I want to go ahead and add, let's say another 200 shares. All right, so I got orders to add. Looking for this to really start popping here. There's some ads there. We got one ad there. Looking for one more ad. There you go. I'll get a pullback fill here if it starts to come down here. All right, so now we want to get this through the trend line. So I'm looking for a push back through here. It's going to be a nice confirmation signal here. All right, so now I'm willing to add at just break even here, looking for the break above 374s, going towards 4. See if we can get a nice little win here. We got about 1,200 shares of this, so pretty decent sizing. There's 368s. Now we're looking good here, guys. Now this is looking like it wants to get above that trend line, right? Now we can hold on pullbacks here to the 360s, looking for the push through that 374 now. Max N's going to give us a fill there. There we go. We got a fill on Max N. Getting some trades on today, guys. You guys see it? 6 positions. Smash the like out there, guys. 6 positions deep here. Hut running, says Smoke Tuna. There you go, guys. The Hut taking the move. Yeah, that actually didn't do a bad move there. It's pretty quick, though, is that Hut. So just be careful, man. That was a quick spike there. It looks like a little bit of a cup and handle pattern off the 13 there. A nice little quick pullback, though. That was a little bit of a rug pull right back up. See if that gets going there. Honestly, if I wasn't in this CIFR really big, I'd probably take a look at that Hut, but all right, guys, let's see if we can get this to push through the 374s and I can take some off here. All right, CIFR now towards 369, 370s, looking good here. Let's see where the wall is. Wall is 379. So that's going to be the first kind of like wall that I see that could stop us up here. So quite a good amount of volume starting to show up on the pullbacks. Let's see if this can really get going here. 370s starting to show up there. Let's see if we can get there towards the 375s and really start getting back through this rip. So 5-minute chart also looking good here, especially if we could close above this body close. So closing above 370s in the next minute here will be looking great. PDD. Grab the Hut. Hut, Mara, etc. These trades had made big moves. Inclined to trim versus add. I agree. Hut, I mean, how big has that gone? Some 10 to 13. I mean, I could see some reloading maybe coming back towards 12. So, I mean, right now it's at 13.29, trying to do a little bit of a cup and handle pattern. Back below 13s is where it gets a little bit scary. Mara is up towards the top end. That held the pullback to VWAP and started going back towards 2150s. Wolf, WLF. WULF, that one's setting up there for a move back above 2s, but that's a small move. That's kind of like a scalper's stock. CIFR is in mining. Now I understand why this is moving. This is moving with those names. This is moving with these mining names. So I'm feeling good about this, guys. This is looking good. All right, guys, let's see if we can get another little spike here, and then I'm going to take like about a fourth of this, a third of this off. $79 is where there's a wall now, 79.80s. So see if we can get through that. Struggling here. Starting to slow down a little bit. All right, guys, I'm going to pay myself there just from the little bit of the slowdown there. Gave myself a little bit of money, and then the remainder I can leave break even no matter what. Take off this ad. Just look for the rip. If it's going to rip, it's right around here. If it's going to pull back, then I can reassess and probably get back in at 358s, but looking for the big rip now. Let's see if this can get a nice little big rip. Pullbacks to this level can happen, this 368, 366 level. Looking for CIFR to take the next step. Looking at AI. There you go. AI was one that we talked about could really start moving, especially with this AI bubble that we're in, and seeing the names starting to come back like Carvana, and that looked amazing. I talked about that just the other day, and AI is ripping just only today, up there from 31 to 33.71. That's up 8%. Really good mention in the chat. I think that's an amazing name that if you got that, especially on the day like today. We were just talking about that just recently. So I'd look for pullbacks myself here now on quick pullbacks back, let's say towards 32.50s. I'd like it, but I need a quick pullback here. I can't jump up at 33.71s, but definitely a really good name. And I'd keep my eye on a lot of those AI type of stocks. They're going to continue to move, and I could see a lot of these stocks staying strong. IFBD doing well today. Some software names that are doing well. Shop doing well today. Shopify up there to $79, man. I'm always going to be mad about not having some Shop in the long-term account. All right, let's see what we can come up with. Intuit going higher. There's so many stocks just ripping, man. Even like you name it, stocks are going up. I mean, shorting is like almost unheard of right now. Even stocks that come down, they just come right back up. What's up with the Roku? Roku going higher. Roku catching a little bit of some dip buying. At least it seems like to me, right off that 95. All right, MaxN now down a little bit here as it starts to pull back. I got both fills there. Don't want to go to the 570s right now. So let's go ahead and let's just see what happens here. See if MaxN can start to bounce back. I like the reload here, so doesn't look too bad here. Let's go ahead. Let's try to add another little 200, or let's go with the 100 here at 590s. Let's do it right below it. And let me set the stop here. It's going to be 600. All right, there you go. Setting up that MaxN trade. Let's go back to the winner, CIFR. Did that go through the 76? No, it stopped because of that wall that was set up there. 79s. We'll see if it holds the little pullback to 368s. It's still looking good there, that CIFR. But let's go focus on another one here. Upwork. Can Upwork start to make the move? It's actually one I don't mind. It actually looks pretty good. I don't mind even adding a little bit more here. All right, there's the starter move here. Let's go ahead. Let's add a little bit more, working our way back towards 583s. That's what I'm trying to do here. This one doesn't look too bad off of a 15-minute too, as long as it can hold like 1575s on pullbacks, then get back through towards 16. So I'd like it to hold this pullback. Set an alert there to let me know when that starts to pull back down. CIF or CF. Of course, this one kind of goes with MOS. Willing to take a little bit more and start to understand what my risk is going to be here. So this is a swing trade, guys, and the risk is going to be about $37 here. Looking for a daily move back through the highs of 79. Just that alone is already a 90-something dollar move. I'm looking for a move back here towards like 79.50s. That's going to be 121 on the reward, 123s on the reward for 37 risk. Nice little 3-to-1 outlook there. All right, guys, I'm trying to keep up with everything out there. Regret selling my Carvana at 17. It happens, man. It happens. Bull market, smoke tuna. Bull market. It is a bull market right now. There's no way of playing anything else. I think it's hard to even play any shorts right now in this market, but that's just how it is. We'll see what happens. Valero is pulling back. Glad I sold some of my Valero today because that gave me a nice little cushion on the day. I'm up 125. Let's see if we can continue in the green here. CIFR, how's that doing? It's kind of holding in this 370 pullback to 367 pullback. So you guys see the outlook that I have here. So you guys can see how this trend line kind of came back above. We broke above. We could actually retrace to it. I'd like to see it take out the 379 and then go to 4. That's really the outlook here that makes sense. We'll see if we can actually get that move on the next push. That would be a nice little $300 reward if we can get that 4. So I think we could even get maybe like 410s, 420s. So let's see if we can. Right now, I'm going to set it at 4 just so I can go look at other stocks. But if it hits, it hits just as I'm going away. We'll see what happens there on CIFR. All right, just keeping an eye on a bunch of different stocks here, guys. If you guys see anything moving, let me know. Basic materials leading, consumer cyclical in second place. Healthcare doing pretty well today. Biotech showing up there. And also you're seeing drug manufacturers, specialty medical devices doing pretty well on the day. You got a stock like PHG doing pretty well on the day. That's continuing a nice little spike there. Medical devices are not looking too bad here. MDT coming back. ABT, Abbott Labs having a pretty good day and pretty good daily chart overall, continuing the strength. It's not a sexy name, but is it continuing the trend? Hell yeah, it is. So we'll see what happens on that one. Abbott Labs. Always going to take a look at different stocks in the market, guys, but that's looking good. MOS now starting to push. This is going to give me some profits in just a second. I'm going to make sure that I take some profits here as we're coming back here towards this 37.75 because I have that CF swing trade. So I want to make sure to pay myself and give myself the ability to take more of CF if needed. So pretty much using one to pay the other. BITF. Okay, there you go. Some Bitcoin names. ENPH would be up 20% instead of 8% if they fired more employees. Damn, that's kind of harsh. Firing them, though, before Christmas, that's harsh. How's the Disney dragon, man? I'm going to have to start calling it a dragon because I think it's going to keep going to the upside. It's actually setting up here for some buys. Had some volume come in recently. It's been holding in here. The market could keep pushing. That doesn't look too bad. Netflix holding in too. Roku holding in that 95 spot here. It actually doesn't look too bad here to even maybe take a little bit of a swing trade on Roku. I'm going to take this. It's not really like the sexiest name. It's not really my favorite name, but I don't mind taking a little bit here. I'm going to take a little bit here just to get in a little bit. I can add towards 94.60s, but taking a swing here on the Roku. So now do you guys see it? 8 positions on. Do you guys think I'm trying to put some use? I think I need buying power to do something like this, guys. The only way I'm able to do something like this, and you guys see it right now, is what? Well, of course, using trade the pool, guys. If not, I would not be able to get into this many stocks. How can you do it yourself? Well, check out more than 12,000 ETFs. And of course, check out our sponsor, Trade the Pool, right at the top here. Always, you guys can look down below and you guys can even get their emails directly. You guys can get Gil's email. Reach out, guys. I think I might need to put on my Christmas sweater. Christmas sweaters tomorrow, guys. I'm putting it out there. Christmas sweaters tomorrow. Ugly Christmas sweater day on live trading here. Look at Roku go. That's looking good there, guys. Max N's my only kind of deep red position here. I'm going to look for one more ad here on this pullback, but after that, I'm going to just kind of chill out on this. We'll see if we get that pullback ad there. I'm actually going to move up the stop here a little bit. There you go. Just got one more ad there. Got to adjust this for 500. All right, there you go. So 572s would get me out on that max N, and that would be a pretty good loss. But I want this kind of more in a kind of move back up towards 640s, and that'd be pretty decent. So we'll see what happens on that one. Let's go focus on CIFR to see if this is going to start moving upward. That should start getting lifting here. So I've given this the opportunity to start moving. I'm going to go ahead and add one more time, and from here on out, we're going to hold towards the bottom, this 577. Let's see if we can start getting to 16 here on Upwork. Let's go 2 more hundred here on a little bit of a push back through, let's say 1587. Let's just use a stop there. Instead of like adding early, let's add on the break. All right, there you guys have it. And also set my stop here. Boom, set that up. Now let that work, baby. Let that cook. Let it cook. Oh, we got a Crocsville, guys. We got a Crocsville. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and try to add to this Crocsville here. All right, orders to add on Crocs pullback here. Got a nice little pullback fill entry there on Crocs. So taking some shots out there. Jonathan Cooper, Mara real strong. Mara real strong. I won't mind. That'll help out that CIFR trade. A little part of me feels like adding back to that, but look at Roku. Nice little trade there, guys. I like that little swing that I just went after it. I could see it holding the 95. Let me show you guys a daily chart on this. Nice little daily chart, kind of weak in the last couple of days. I'm looking for laggards like this to maybe catch a little bit of a dip by. So let's go to the ARKK names. How we doing out there, team? Let's drink a little bit of coffee. Let's refresh. It's 10:18. You guys know your boy Money Mitch here, guiding the market for you guys. Smash the like. And if you're not following me already, what are you guys doing? What are you waiting for, guys? Add me at Money Mitch BZ. There's going to be a lot more coming on my Twitter. I'm going to be giving more of my swing trading ideas there for you guys to be able to of course, capitalize on. And like always, you guys have to go ahead and do your own levels, take a look into it. But I'm going to be putting out more and more news also. So stick with me, of course, at Money Mitch BZ. The next year is going to be big, big, big. I mean, for Money Mitch, you guys know it. All right, let's get after it. What else is out there? Roku pulling back here. Let's see this start to get a nice little next move here. ARK pushing strong, so that's actually looking good. Meta is having a hell of a day. Shop, Square, Palantir doesn't look too bad for the next move. Actually, you know what? Palantir looks great right now. Let's go for some Palantir action here. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get a little bit here to start, and I'm going to look for a little bit of a pullback to add here, but I'm going to take a little bit of a swing there. Starter on Palantir. Look for a little bit of a pullback to add some. Now we got 9 positions on here, guys. Max N, deep red. That's the one that I'm worried about. But all these greens will cover that red. So I just got to continue to play here. CIFR looking for the breakout here. Let's see if we can really get moving now. Of course, 4 would be a big win for us. So I'm going to cancel that for right now as I'm back to this and focused on it, canceling all orders that are out there. Now I just got to go ahead and focus on this 800 first rip towards, like, let's say 390, 394s. We can take like at least the majority of this off and then let the remainder continue to work. Let's see if we get a big winner on the day here. 380s now showing up here, now looking really good here. I could already take a little bit of a profit, but of course we might have to cover ourselves for that max end. So let's see if we can get a little bit more here. Nice little pop into the 390. Then I can take half off there and leave the remainder on for the 4 rip. Where do we got a wall? We got the wall at 388. So 388 is going to be a little bit tough. I might take some off there when we get to 388s. We'll see what happens. 381 starting to push here. And if I look back and I measure the flag, this is also very important, team. We could measure this action from here, 338 to 376. What do we got there? We got about almost 40 cents on the breakout. So 40 cents from 366, breakout city. Let's see if that gets us through the fours here. Now we're getting to the 384s, 385s. There's the wall starting to set up at 391s here, guys. I'm going to take some off right there. Just paid myself at 384s. Had to pay myself, got myself $81 on that 400 shares. Now still have 400 shares for the break to 4 and can leave the remainder on for the day. Let's let this try to break that 4 here and continue working. Let's see if we can break through these sellers that are setting up there at the 390. All right, team, not looking too bad here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner indeed, baby. And thumbs up, pinkies out. Let's get after it, team. PCT showing up. This one actually looking interesting, man. I'm coming after it today, team. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit of pullback fill here. 305. I like that outlook. Let's see if I can get that here. 305 outlook for PCT. I like the setup here. I'm trading purely technically right now because sometimes like things just are like just making sense right now, and I'm just trying to just keep it going on the charts, right? So you guys see this action here. This is the channel, right? The channel could be a pullback even towards 302. So that's why I'm trying to do the 305 pullback fill versus jumping up here at 309s and 310s. But you guys see how it's trading in this nice little flagging pattern, right? So this is a flag pattern on PCT. Shout out if you guys enjoy this action, mentioning the pattern, taking a lot of trades here today. 9 positions on in front of you guys. Where else is this going on, guys? Smash the like. All right, I'm going to stop watching this CIFR because I'm looking for this to continue ripping, and I cannot risk a loss on the remaining shares on this, but I will go ahead and let this try to make a next move up there towards 4. We're going to go ahead and put the order out there at 410 to take it off. If it starts to just rip and I just take some off there at 410s, I'd be more than fine with that. It's another 187 there. We'll see if that can continue to lift there. Max N starting to turn around. That's a good outlook there. We'll let that continue to work. Let's go back to Upwork. That's the one that is down a little bit here. Let's see if this can really start to make the move back above the 1585s and really start to push. All right, got to go ahead and adjust here. The stop here, got 800 now of Upwork on that recent spike. It tried to get through that. So now I got to go ahead and tighten up here. Made a little mistake there, but adjusted really quickly. That's an important thing, guys. Always be willing to just react fast. And as a trader, we always have to react fast. Risking about 100 on this trade. If it starts to come back up through the 16, that's going to give us a nice little kind of like 182, 190. I could see us selling at like 615, 1620s. So let's go ahead. Let's set it up for 200 on the reward side and just set it and forget it, baby. All right, so we're getting this little attempt here where we might get a little bit of a wick down towards 75s. We got to be a little bit careful here to not just get wicked out. So I'm going to drop it towards 72 here. Let's see if it hits me. If it hits 72, I definitely got to just get out there. All right, coming back to Roku. Roku's looking pretty decent. That's actually gotten a pretty nice move here right off the hop. I'm going to look to add on that on pullbacks. Croc's the same thing. But for Crocs, I'm pull it back there closer towards my entry because this could pull back and kind of build more of a flagging pattern. CF is something I'm definitely keeping an eye on now. Now this is actually starting to make a pretty decent move overall. I think this one's looking pretty decent. And of course, MOS, we've been trying to take some profits at the top today. Haven't been able to take those profits. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and reward myself right now just to kind of take some off here at like 58s, 60s. There you go. We just took some off on MOS just to secure the win. And now if this should continue in the green MOS, that should keep the winner chicken dinners going, and CF should continue. So now I'm up 257 on the day, and this gives me the ability of doing what? managing these losses that I have right now. So I can keep managing the losses, keep working the winners, and keep it toasty, baby. What's up with Toast, Jay? I wanted to look at PayPal today, and I saw Square running. Look at PayPal. Nice little move. That finally got back there towards the 62.20s and 62.40s. This actually doesn't look too bad there. I kind of like PayPal on the pullback here. 62s seemed really like a really nice support to really start gaining on. Now maybe 62.50s here. Let's go to Toast though. Man, Toast. Why didn't I keep my Toast swing, man? You're gonna make me cry, Jay, but I'll take a look at it. I remember I was swinging Toast because I saw Square breaking out, and good Lord, that was a really nice call. We were trading it down here in like kind of the 1550s, and now it's at 18, really pushing strong. Really nice day today. And this is, of course, a payment kind of stock. I've seen a lot of people like this one, but it came out in the wrong time, I feel like, at least Toast did. And if you look back, this stock came out in kind of 2021, right before the end of the kind of the bull run there we had in 21. And so this had been in a bear market the whole time, suffering. And I think this is actually a really good stock. So this is actually one that I'm going to be looking for any type of pullbacks that I can get. But man, Toast. It's toasty, baby. B-Fly and going on a bit of a run. Carmen, those are the names that you want to be looking at. The names that like were SPACs and kind of forgotten in the ditch. Names like this actually make sense for some people to come in here and be looking for. Like one that I'm going to be maybe taking a little bit of a longer term swing trade on, DM, Desktop Metals. Why not? Why not? It's at 74 cents. You know what? We'll take a swing trade right here already on this. I'll take 200 shares just to start it off. I think this eventually can get above maybe the $1 spot. Should probably take a little more, but 10 positions deep, guys. Let's get after it. Buy now, pay later stocks should do well as consumer accounts are stretched. 13, you're killing me, man. Buy now, pay later on those. That'd be interesting. All right, team, getting after it today. Man, lot going on here. Let's go back to Upwork. Upwork doing pretty decent there. CIFR has pulled back a decent amount, came back, but did not stop me out at VWAP. Looking like it wants to get going again here towards the 370s. Do we add and take a shot on this CIFR? I think we do. So pullbacks at 370s, I'm willing to add and take the 400 shares that I sold back into this and really look for the rip here. Let's see if we can get it here. Let's do 200 on the ad. Don't want to lose my position too much there, but willing to go ahead and hit that stop out. So trying to look for the big rip, right? Now we've had this kind of built up situation. We've had this kind of push up multiple times, have tried to break out above that. We really struggle in this 75. So we want to see some step up buying through 75 and 80s and then really get through that. And you see this 74 to 79 area, how there's a nice little bunch up there. I'm going to look to see if we can go ahead and push through it. DM's one of the worst SPACs, which got toasted. Yeah, those are the ones that I want to be looking at. To tell you the truth, I want to keep an eye on those names. And there's so many of those names that I want to keep on my eyes too and keep on the radar. You know what? I might do a little bit of an Owlet trade. That's pulled back and gone sideways for 2 or 3 days, but that's just very low volume, guys. So, but keep an eye on those. Open has been one that I was watching at 247. It's trading at $4 now. All right, Palantir pulling back here. I think this is interesting to maybe take another shot on Palantir. So I'm going to add a little bit more on this Palantir swing. There we go. Just added a little bit more here. You're not got to go ahead and start setting up the risk. The risk is very small right now. And so I can even add a little bit more here. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more there. I added like 40 shares. Now I got about 60 shares, setting up for a swing trade on this one. So below 1788s, I definitely want out. I want this one to just continue ripping today and really get away from my entry. Crocs doing really well. That's actually doing pretty damn decent on that pullback buy that we got. So I'm going to actually leave that ad. Go ahead and set the risk. Set it and forget it, baby. We're going infomercial today here. CF starting to look really decent there, guys. I actually really like how this way is setting up. And of course, that's it with that trading of that MOS. We'll see if that can continue going. And Valero, now I want to see this go from red to green. Energy is the laggard of the day. It's only up about 0.09. I'm going to actually show you guys a little bit more. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the sectors in the industry, in the market. What I do best here, of course, and I do this a lot on my start swing trade, and I'm going to be doing this a little bit more even nightly, guys. So if you guys want to keep up with this, of course, you guys can keep up with my Twitter at MoneyMitchBZ. But basic materials ripping higher. This is what I like to look at all the time, guys. What is going on in the rotation? Where's the money going to? Look at the hotness that you're seeing in the volume in basic materials and in the price action. So volume and price action is definitely going to put me on alert. Look at the financial sector. Volume and price action going higher. Consumer cyclical. Volume and price action. Technology. A lot of volume and the price action continuing. There's still action in technology. You just might not have to find the top names. You might need to be looking at other names there to try to find the lift. Names that are lagging, I definitely think should be stocks to watch for. Man, Qualcomm's been on a freaking tear. But looking around, team, you just got to keep up with all the stock market action right now. Look at this, guys. Now starting to get, I got a hit on Upwork. Definitely got hit hard there. So only up about 128 on the day, but going to continue going. You see a lot of green on the screen, right? So not going to worry about that for right now. Just going to continue working the ones that are working, right? So now that we've seen this bottoming around the 580s here, I can actually tighten up here on the stop for max end. So it's a little bit less risk. Looking for this to start working its way back through the 1640s or the 640s and close towards like 650s today. All right. CIFR got that buy on that pullback. Now we got to go focus on that. So now I can see a pullback coming at 360s, and that could risk about $30. Could risk a little bit of my money here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it tight here. I'm going to put it towards like 363s and looking for this to come right back up. Would like to be that the extreme low. I wouldn't want to see it come like through this. So I'm willing to get out of this if it cuts me down at 363, but looking for the rip back through the 4. All right, what are you guys doing in the chat? What are you guys seeing out there? Name up names that you guys see moving on the day. We'll keep taking a look in the market. CIFR is definitely going to be one that I'll continue to watch. That's been hot. Can he get to this 4 spot? Can he get to this 425 spot? That's what I'm looking at. This is the 5-minute chart. We'll see if that can continue going. Schwab looking good. Goldman Sachs ripping, guys. So stocks like this, I definitely keep on the radar. The banks are making a big move up. Morgan Stanley's been hot. Names like that I'd keep on watch. Even a lot of names in this space that you guys can just look at it. Capital markets, asset management, even Rocket is rocketing, guys. So look at that move that this thing is having right now. This is incredible. Rocket is making a big move, guys. Keep your eyes on that. UWMC also making a big move off of this. So this is what you guys got to catch sometimes, that rotation, right? That rotation can help us really find names and look for something that you probably weren't expecting to get going, but now is getting hot. Let's take a look there. Gambling stocks continuing on the day. Auto parts continuing. Apparel manufacturing. Man, the XRT trade, I was talking back when I was down here in 59. Now I'm at 71 for that XRT Santa Claus rally type of trade. What a trade that was. Wish I would have been able to hold it the whole time, right? This is why I think sometimes swing trades is the way, because if I was able to hold that move, I mean, we're talking about a 20% gainer. I took a pretty good 7% gainer in that, but hey, not going to be mad about it. That's a strong move there. Has Starbucks started making its way back here? No, it has not. So that's actually one that I'd be thinking about in the long run. Maybe starts to make a run. That's actually hot on the day here. Just pushed above the VWAP. Doesn't look too bad. We'll see what happens there. All right, guys, got to go looking around to see what's going on in the market with a lot of the names that I have. Roku just completely nice little push there to 96.20s. So I'm going to continue to watch that. Croc's doing pretty good. I mean, that's not looking too bad. That's a little bit of a slowdown. Maxen's a dragging stock here. We'll see what happens if that can actually start working its way back. Palantir also starting to drag back towards 18 here. Money says Jay Powell is scratching his empty head like I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I think they're all guessing now. The Fed is guessing on what's going to happen next year, so they tried to get ahead of the recession. But hey, we got to continue to watch to see, and you got to be really nimble in this environment. I think that's the important thing. It's okay to ride your winners, but just be careful, right? There's going to be some losers here. We just got to be careful with what we're taking on both sides of the trades right now. MOS, let's see if this can really start moving on the upside. I'm really looking to see the SPY start making the move now and getting some of these basic materials to really start getting up their agricultural inputs. Will it make the next move up? CTVA is another stock that you guys can watch in this space. You guys can see how I find stocks easily there, right? This is what I'm doing on the side a lot of the times. When I'm mentioning names, I'm going through this and letting you guys know what's moving and how it's getting moving. Of course, I use TC2000. You got to have tools, guys. I have multiple tools. I use Benzinga Pro. I use TC2000. I use Trade the Pool. You got to know your tools and look. And if you're not using tools, guys, and paid tools, it's probably not going to be the best too. That's what at least I feel. I don't think the free tools are the best tools. And I try to go ahead and pay to get the right tools to go ahead and stay in the green, right? All right, we'll see if this MOS can get going here. Like always, smash the like, guys. Bradley, open is a good one. It really is. What are you guys taking a look at in the chat? What's those small names out there moving? I know I have CIFR, but what do you guys have out there in the market right now? Wolf? Where's these smaller names? Man, Affirm, big push there. CF, big push. That's looking good there. CTVA is actually another one that I could grab here for the swing. Look at this one. Doesn't look too bad there. And there's another one that I trade sometimes, NTR. And then there's one more that I trade here sometimes. Let me look at it. FMC, they're all looking pretty good here. CTVA now starting to push. MOS starting to push. So I'm looking good on that swing trade. I kind of really like that one, this CF one. Now that's starting to get going, looking good. All right, we'll let that one continue to work. We'll look for Valero to start getting hot, and that's looking good there now to 132.20s. And of course, I'm ways away from this one. So this one's looking great here on Valero. Just looking for that to continue making moves, and that's a swing trade, baby. Let's start seeing Maxen start making a lift here. This is the only thing I have like pretty much in the red right now. Palantir, yeah, slightly red here, but I already know my risk there. It's pretty well defined, and it's not the biggest trade. It's only like $13 loss there through that the 1788. Want this to come back through 18s. If it comes back through 18, starts to push towards like 18, 17, then I can add on this. But right now, I'm just going to watch it and see what happens. Maxen's the kind of one that I feel like could stop me out here. So can CIFR here. It's starting to pull back here. And I'm okay with it getting me out at like 362. So we'll see what happens here. I just kind of dropped off of it and looking to see what happens here. If it does get me out, that's fine. Don't want this to come right back down. And then next thing you know, take a little bit of a bigger hit here. Was looking for the push towards 4. At least happy that I took some off there at the 380s, 384s actually. So we'll see what happens on that one. That's been a good winner on the day so far. All right, looking around, financial services, strong. Technology starting to pull back there. Defensives, real estate starting to get hot here. So take a look at that. Energy could look like it could start making a move back here. and so could utilities. Real estate doing pretty well on the day here. So I'd start taking a look to see if anything makes sense there. AMT doesn't look too bad. It's American Tower Corp looking like it wants to take another step up here. We'll see what happens as that gets going. PSA has been doing well there. Looking around to see which one of these names I can grab on a little bit of a pullback. See this continue to stay hot. Yeah, American Tower does look good, pretty good here. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at that. That's AMT. American Tower Corporation. This has been hot, man, as of late. Can this keep going? That's the question, though. Weekly has support around the 205s. $213s, $214s in play here with this one. I don't mind it, actually. I mean, it's just a kind of a little bit of bigger spread, and you have to go at it pretty slow. And it's not the fastest mover, right? I mean, it moves about $4 on the day. PLD is another one, Prologics. We'll see if those can keep going. Probably going to stay on the sideline right now, but it seems interesting for me. I will say that. Crocs now up about $25. That's not bad on like just 30 shares. Palantir in the red, Maxen in the red. Just continuing to watch to see what's going to happen with these guys. CIFR looking like it's starting to come back here. Looking like it wants to start making a little bit of a move here. Can it start to get that lift here? What's up out there, traders? How we doing? Rivian flying also. It's good to see you guys out there. I'm sorry if I'm not catching all the stocks moved out there. AMT will continue to do well in a rate cut environment. Doesn't look too bad. Mitch up on DM, 2.45%. Thanks, my guy. Money, money, money. Hey, that's what it's all about, man. Like always, you guys choose your own investment decisions, but can't go wrong. Held DM for 10 minutes, got 400. Hey, get what you can get sometimes, right? My biggest thing is also understanding where the market environment is. So the market environment actually makes sense to see all those penny stock names, especially the ones that actually have companies. I'm not talking about biotechs with some random ass like drug out there. No, I'm talking about companies that actually have products. Like Desktop Metal is an actual product out there. They do additive 3D, right? Manufacturing. Those types of stocks could actually start seeing a little bit of a push because now they're getting around kind of the worst environment. I'll give you guys another name that's in a very similar spot that is seeing volume inflows that I'm like, I don't know. It's a 50-cent name here. And this to me was a quality stock when I first took a look at it. Of course, you can maybe not think so now, but that would be Velo 3D. And now we're staying in the 3D space with those two names. But this is even one that provides parts for SpaceX. It's at 53 cents. Names like that I think about, right? Because the truth is, who knows what happened to these, right? And so I remember just recently, AUR. Look at AUR, man. Oh my God, what a move, man. Aurora Innovations, another one that is a forgotten SPAC that was at $1.80 just in November 13th, was at $1.80, now is $4. What is that move, guys? That's an insane move. We're talking more than kind of 100% there. That's a big move. So we need to be thinking about this. Always having your kind of mentality on what your shopping list is. That's very important. All right, let's keep it going. Let's get back towards the stocks out there. Let's see if this can really start to move. Valero starting to get a nice little move up towards the upside. So maybe a little bit of a day trade on Gush. Doesn't seem bad there for me to start seeing the reversal there and seeing maybe oil start to get hot there. I'm also taking a look for shipping stocks, man. Eagle, names like that, Zim. I'm really looking for those stocks, man, and they've pulled back a pretty good amount. I think they start to get hot again here. Ooh, Esbo coming down a pretty good amount here. I'm taking a look at these, man. Eagle shipping, that's been hot though. That ripped the last couple of days. So I don't know if these can stay squeezing, but they're definitely interesting stocks. So Zim is pulling back here to the 949. Could keep going though. So I kind of like this name. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get a little bit of a piece here and keep adding on kind of like a swing trade attempt here. So you know what? Let's start going into it here and see if we can get a pop back above the 950s, and then it keeps going. I'm going to take a little bit here at 948, 949, and then look to add a little more. All right, guys, things definitely starting to slow down. I got 10 positions on, so I got to slow things down a little bit. It's 10:46. Going to start to wrap up in just a little bit. Mitch on AUR, the year to date is 244. All stock deal with SBOK and Eagle. Okay, something definitely to keep a watch. Eagle is merging with SBOK. That's really interesting. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that. Shipping stocks, be careful due to the situation. Major shipping companies taking longer route around the bottom of Africa. Yeah, the problem with that is that will that cause the kind of the price? And will that cause like supply issues? Will that cause like certain ones to gain and certain ones to lose? This is one thing that I agree with. 13, it's definitely a dangerous situation to try to play these names. But Wisdom and I were watching these for a while, and man, these started to get going, and I'm kind of a little annoyed I didn't have it cheap, right? I mean, if I had Zim down there towards like 8, it'd be looking pretty good right now. And same thing with SBOK. I was talking about it. When did I alert here? I alerted towards, and this was a nice little break. It was like a break above 2050. And that was on Friday. And that started to come back down closer towards that level. We'll see what happens with those. All right, CIFR just sticking around, not going anywhere right now. I'm looking around to see if this really wants to get moving here. Now it starts to make a little bit of a spike here. Is this the opportunity here, guys, to really kind of take the shot? Let's see it start making a move here. If it gets back here towards like this 373, I might just add another 200 or 300 shares and look for this to ride up. All right, let's cancel the stop for right now to not put pressure on the pullback here, and looking for this to push through the 375. You see how there's a lot of volume and then there's a break between that 375. I want to see it just push really strongly to that 375 and then start to just drive. Don't want to add right here because we can get a quick pullback to 365. Want it to start showing me volume popping on the next move. Let's go to the 5-minute here to start taking a look at more of a 5-minute approach. What do we get? We get a move. Let's actually draw it up here, guys. I'll show you guys it here, the impulse waves, right? So you get a first move, right? That's first drive higher. That's that move 1. Then we get that second move down, right? And then we get in this drive up. That's starting to create kind of the motion of where we see support and resistance. Then we get this move all the way back down here. Now I'm going to be looking for this move higher like that. Boom, guys. So that's the drawing of the trade here for you guys. A full trade breakdown right here, of course, on live trading with Benzinga. Smash the like, guys. There are more than 315 of you guys out there taking tons of trades and taking shots, baby. All right, what's going on now? We're getting a little bit of a Q slowdown. Let me see here. Q's actually propping up for the next up move here. That'd be a move through 409, SPY through 474. Will we get to 480s before the end of the year? Will energy start to get a little bit of a lift here? Gush starting to turn back around. I kind of like this trade for the day trade action here. Let's see if maybe we can take a little bit of a day trade on Gush. All right, just took a little bit there. Going to go ahead and just risk off the bottom here. A little bit of a day trade action to see this go back up towards, let's say, through the 3360s. Let's get it back up there towards the 1 hour high. Let's see right here. where the next hour high candle is. It could do a little bit of a trend line move where we come back here towards this trend line. That's going to be 33.50s. Then the push is towards like 34. So I'm willing to get to up there towards like 34 today on the day trade action. Let's see what happens there in Gush. So now 11 positions, guys. This is the most I've ever taken here for you guys. So smash it up there for that, guys. 11 positions on right now. I'm working today, guys. And we started with 2. So let's see what happens now, guys. Full, I think I put a good amount of buying power to work today, guys. What do you guys think? Smash it up out there, guys, and definitely check out Trade the Pool. There's the link, guys, if you guys want to go ahead and get after it. You got a full book? Oh, yeah, I got a full book right now. Full book indeed, guys. 11 positions on. Trying to work it, man. Trying to work it. CIFR. Let's see if this can really start getting going. Of course, we just drew this for you guys. Let's rewind here. And now I'm going to go ahead and give you those 200 shares to go ahead for the swing here. Boom. Now we just added a little bit more. 200 shares, looking for the breakout above this. Let's see if this can really start going here. Getting up there to 4, looking for the big win breakdown for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy breakdowns like this. I'm going to actually make this a little bit thicker here so you guys can see the trade here. Let's watch the trade happen in real life. Hit the like, guys. Where else are you guys getting this outlook? I don't think you guys are getting that kind of outlook and overall market outlook. There's plenty of places that trade, but a lot of the times, what are they doing? They're just focusing on them, right? I want to show you guys the breakdown of this. Let's see if we can really get this going through and up there towards like 4. Gush looking good there, guys. So Gush is one that we just started getting, and look at that, back towards 33.14. That's going to make my Valero look a lot better. I'm looking for that to starting to drive higher. Let's see if that can really start to work there. And everything in the green from the open, and now energy starting to lift. And what's going to the bottom is communication services and utilities. What is still at the top? Basic materials, consumer cyclical. That looks great there. Cyclicals look excellent. So we're talking, let me look at the top there. Auto truck dealerships. So you're talking, your Tesla, gambling names, DKNG up 2% there. Apparel manufacturing. You're talking Under Armour doing really well right now. Names like that, Levi's, a lot of the names that people thought that we were going to go into a kind of consumer slowdown, which I still see it out there. But I'll tell you one thing. That's not what the stores are showing right now. They're ripping. TJX, Lulu, Ross stores looking like it's good. Gap is continuing to gap and gap and gap. Oh my God, did Gap just become the hot store again? Because man, look at this move. And I will tell you guys, I did see an American Eagle yesterday, and that thing was empty, dude. There was no one there. There was no one there in the mall. What's going on, man? I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. These stocks, they just keep continuing to rip. So you got to be careful out there with these type of names. You got to take profits on the way. But man, look at ANF now. It's up to 89, guys. This is insane. You know what this is reading, guys? This is reading 90 on the RSI. This is as good as it gets there for ANF. And man, what a takeoff. What a rocket. Stores are busy here. I didn't see anybody at American Eagle, man. All right, guys, starting to get that lift there. Roku, good pick there on the day. At least that's looking like it's really working on the day. Up there now towards 96 and looking great to start working that swing. Max N really starting to come back here. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to actually lower down this risk because this risk is too big now in Max N. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this down in half. So this lets me give the ability to let this work here. So there you guys see it. I just took a small little hit there, $16 hit there to do what? Cut the losers small, let the winners ride. Cut the losers small, let the winners ride, baby. That's what I'm trying to do here. I hope you guys appreciate me, guys, showing you guys this, because this is how I really start doing what? Minimizing the risk on the day. Because now I can go ahead and minimize this risk where it's at most going to be a $45 risk versus like $120 risk. If this goes back into the green, oh, so be it. But I'll tell you one thing. I always like to sometimes risk down if there's one of the positions that was dragging me, right? So now Palantir starts making its way back above 18s, right? Back up into this above 1810s towards the 1817s. I do want to add on that name, so I'm going to keep that in mind. DM now at 76 cents. I told you guys this is a small position, so I'm going to be looking to add on this one, and I think it could go back above $1 on DM. So one thing with DM is that I'm looking at the daily chart also, and I just see a lot of volume got in here just a couple days ago with the high at 77. So right now the risk is about 67. So we're talking about 10 cents there. So I can add here to just look for this to keep going. And you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's add just a little bit more here. Let's do another 200 shares on any type of pullback here. Let's do 75s. Just have it sitting there. If it fills me, it fills me. Looking to get filled there at 75 for pullback on DM. Zim, let's go to the Zim. All right, so this is one that I definitely want to start seeing this start to work back above and 15-minute lows kind of holding here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and look for an add towards 930s and then a stop place closer towards 910s. So I'm going to put it at 905 for right now and also put a limit order here to add 100 at that 930s. Let's do it right about here, 33. All right, it's setting up an ad there. We'll see what happens. CF now starting to get going here and really starting to look like it's really looking great. Now I can really give it that last hurrah attempt. Let's go ahead and add 20 more here and then just let this continue to work here. Swing trade on CF today. What? Don't you day trade futures? No, I actually don't, man. If I did do the futures, I'd look into different, maybe some prop firms. I know the Fivers is one you guys can look at, but it's not really up my alley, but it's something that I'm going to look into. So Abby, look into that, especially if you want to follow me on Twitter. Take a look into it. I'm going to go ahead and try to do my best to tell you guys a little bit more about some futures, tell you guys more about the markets. Stay up with me like always. If you don't have my Twitter, what are you guys waiting for? At MoneyMitchBZ, right? You guys need to go ahead and follow me so you guys can keep up with all the action that I cover. Like always, guys, I'll give you guys the link also so you guys can just click it in the chat here. Smash it up, team. All right, guys. So let's do a little dog love here since I wanted to do a little dog love on the show today. It's 10:59. I'm going to go a little bonus here. I don't think there's a show coming on next here. Let me make sure that AB's not getting ready to go. He might be getting ready to go here, so I might have to actually, drop out here. But let me see what happened here. AB getting ready here in the back. Let's see. Dun. Yeah, AB's going to come on next. All right, so I got to get out of here in just a second, team. So let's wrap up, team. Like always, smash it up. Can you put the registry up again? Last week, different link. I got you guys. I'll go ahead and I'll do that. Of course, you guys, I did want to give some shout outs, and I do have some shout outs. Some people have actually been buying the gifts. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. So if you guys have been one of the people that have actually hit the registry link and actually got something for the boys, I want to tell you at least truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you. But we're going to talk about that more tomorrow when Ryan returns. Ryan will be back tomorrow, guys, so don't go anywhere. We always got a lot more for you guys right here on Benzinga, of course. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's throw up the link one last time here for you guys. If you guys haven't gotten that registry link, there it is, guys. I did add some nice dolphin gear, so we'll see what happens. Nice day today overall, guys. A lot of cash in my book, and I need to continue to watch this and now start taking profits. But I wanted you guys to see that you guys can take a lot of positions, and a big way that we can do this, guys, is doing what? Well, is of course keeping the risk to return in mind. As long as we can keep the risk to return in mind, we can have great days and continue to trade. You can trade as many positions as you can handle, right? Emotionally. The big thing there, keep the emotions in check, focus on what's important, cutting the losers small. And like you guys saw me even taking some risks down on certain names. And I did take some hits today, but I'm still green. I'm up 100 and have a lot of green positions looking to go ahead and continue cashing in, baby. Santa ain't bringing me coal this year, baby. I've been a good boy and I'm looking for some presents. Definitely smash it up out there, guys. I hope you guys and wish you guys the best. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks for the happy birthday. It was a really good birthday. Ate a beautiful bone-in filet last night, 18 ounces. Shout out to Steak 48 for that. It was amazing. Spent way too much, guys. So it's good to see some green on the screen because, spent a lot last night. But hey, I enjoyed it. It was my birthday. I felt I deserved it. And I hope that you guys out there enjoy your holidays. Have a great time. Also, understand that during this time, it's okay to focus on you. It's okay to focus on your mental health. Get it right for the next year. We all understand what's coming next year, and that's big market moves, political changes, and there's always going to be opportunities in the market. So don't always think that you need to catch every opportunity in the market, right? You don't need to be here tomorrow even, right? The truth is the market will continue trading and moving without you. And, we can't have that ego that we need to be the ones trading the markets to get it right. No, we can always take a little bit of a pause. And that's okay too. Like you guys see me taking some break here in December. Why? I think it's very important in December to get your mental health right. It's my favorite month, holiday times. Enjoy it, team. I'm going to keep battling out there. If you guys want to catch up with me later today, of course, just hit up my Twitter. You guys see it at MoneyMitchBZ. I'm going to be letting you guys know exactly what happens with these positions. Battling on, guys, CIFR. Still looking really good here. So we'll see if this can really take the next move also. This has been one that I've been drawing up, and you guys see it. It's trying to make the move. Let's see if it really makes the breakout. We'll find out, guys. Smash the like. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A little bit of some wisdom. Steak 48, right down the street, but never been there. I'll tell you one thing. Check it out, man. It was a little bit pricey, but man, was it good. Gotta enjoy it. Green on the screen. Hope you guys had a great one. And take care, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Smash the like always. We'll be back with you guys tomorrow right here on Live Trading. And Ryan Faloona, if you're out there, we missed you, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow. Smash the like, guys. Now to get you guys over to, of course, AB, Benzinga Live.